בוקר טוב חברים, יראה ספר קהלת, פרק ט', פסוק ב'. I want to read a Rashi, מסכת סנהדרין, דף מ"ד. Are you ready? Sure. Listen to a nice story. מעשה במוחס אחד ישראל רשע. מוחס could be the one who deals with laundromat, or moches is a person who collects the taxes. It's someone with a big position. Okay? And this moches was a Jew, and he was a Rasha. Rasha. It seems that this person, this moches, wasn't such a great person. Not only Rasha, also the people didn't like him much. Shemet, that he died. Ubo bayom, the same day that he died, met Adam Gadol Ba'ir. Talmid Hacham, a great Talmid Hacham, passed away the same day. So you got two funerals. One, the great rabbi, and one, this Rasha, which they're both Jews. Just one is a great person, Talmid Hacham, and the other one was Rasha. ובאו כל בני העיר ונתעסקו במיתתו. The entire city came to give the last respect to the rabbi, to the Hacham. So the whole city came to the funeral of the rabbi. וקרובי אותו מוחס הוציאו גם את מיתת המוחס אחריו. קרובי אותו מוחס, the relatives, the wife, the kids, whatever relatives he had, they came. So obviously, the rabbi's funeral was hundreds, people, and who knows, maybe thousands came also to give him the last respect. Versus the other one, maybe a minyan. Makes sense, right? That's how it should be. אומר רש"י, וקפצו עליהם אויבים. As you have two funerals going at the same time, yeah, same city, and they both go to the same cemetery. So two funerals, you got the big, the big rabbis, one huge, and the one after him, this small, very small group. As the funeral starts and people are walking, kafzu alehem oivim, a terror attack. Ma'asu, they all ran away. Everybody, all the people that were outside giving the respect to the rabbi and the relatives to the Rasha, everybody left. All ran, and they left the bodies on the floor. Moira de Rabbi Yisai, היה שם תלמיד אחד שישב לו עם מיטת רבו. Was one student of this rabbi. He said, how in the world I can leave my rabbi's body alone? I mean, everybody ran away, fine, I get it, but I'm going to leave the rabbi that I learned all my life from him? It's not nice. How can I do it? Even though everybody ran away, there is one student, only one, who stayed with the rabbi's body. He lay down on the floor as if he's dead, and nobody's going to see him. And he's waiting for them to leave and to continue the funeral. Okay? Abotai lahar zman, after an hour or 2 or 3, חזרו גדולי העיר לקבור את החכם. Now everybody is back to the funeral. We left the rabbi on the floor. It's not nice. So everybody came back after the terrorists. They left. So now everybody is back to the funeral. Omer Rashi, when did Abraham? ומתחלף להם מיתתו בשל מוחס. Everybody, the whole city went to which body? The Moches, the Rasha. And the relatives went to the body of the rabbi. והיה אותו תלמיד צועק, מרבו ישי, what are you doing? This is the rabbi. That's not the rabbi. What are you talking about? That's the rabbi. Abu Lalo, Tzorek, Abu Isa, what are you doing? This is the rabbi. Nobody listened to him. Velo ho'il. And who went to bury the Hacham? The Moches relatives, Rasha's relative, they went to bury the Hacham. Now the Talmud is so broken. The rabbi, that he deserved to have the most respect, the last day of his, that's the last moment. Everybody went to the Rasha, and the Rasha relatives came to the body of the rabbi. He couldn't sleep. Rabbi Isai, this person, he couldn't sleep. Imagine he buried his rabbi, and he knows he never left the body. What's up with these people? What's wrong with them? Nobody listens. I was here the whole time. They ran away. I stayed with the body. Rabbi Isai. Nobody listened to him. Not one. Omer Rashi, ונצטער באותו תלמיד מאוד. The student was in such a pain because he was so sad. How is it possible that this great rabbi, my rabbi, that he gave his life to the whole city here? That's what happened to him. And this wicked person, this wicked Rasha, we know who is he. He got the whole city after him. He just couldn't get it. הוא היה ממש בשברון לב. אומר רש"י, ונצטער בה אותו תלמיד מאוד. He was so much in pain. מה חטא גרם לקבר זה בביזיון? What sin did my rabbi did that? That's what happened to him at the end. מה קרה? ומה זכה אותו רשע להיקבר בכבוד גדול כזה? And how come the Rasha, he got to have such a big funeral? He doesn't get. ונראה לו רבו בחלום. His rabbi came to him in his dream. He went that night to sleep. He couldn't sleep. Abatal. But the rabbi came to him in a dream. ואמר לו אל תצטער. Don't be so sad. Don't be so sad. בוא ואראך בכבודי בגן עדן. בכבוד גדול. Come. I'll take you to Gan Eden. You're going to see where is my place in Gan Eden. Wow. It's what level? And then, בוא ואראך אותו האיש בגיהינום. And come, I'll take you to the hell. I'll show you where this person is. וציר של פתח גיהינום סובב באוזנו. You know what does it mean? מה זה ציר? The hinge. The hinge of the door of גיהינום מסתובב באוזן שלו. Meaning he's stuck by the door. וכל פעם פותחים את הדלת, זה על האוזן שלו, הוא בגיהינום, השם ישמור ויציל. Huh?
That's his gain, you know?
You want to try something else?
No.
Okay, no. All right, let's continue. So, Rabbi, I'm saying, wow, I see where you actually going to enter. It's amazing. And I see with this Ashaz and Gehinnom, I mean, that's what it should be. But something just bothers me. I don't get why. During the funeral, the terror attack came, everybody ran away. And at the end, when it was over, the whole town came to this Rashad's funeral. And who came to you? Barely 10 people. Rabbi, this I don't get. Amalo, do you know why? I can tell you why. I once heard people talking bad on rabbis. I stood there and I was quiet. I was silent. We had breakfast, we were talking, and then this guy talks about the rabbi. Man, let them talk. It's not nice. But I didn't do anything. I should have get up and say something. But I didn't. And that's my punish. The bizayon. That the last day here in the world, I got this busha. That they took my meat to the cemetery with barely 10 people. That busha was a kapara for what I did. I heard people talk about the rabbis, and I was quiet. I should have get up and I didn't. That's the punishment that I got. Okay, Rabbi. Okay. Makes sense? Bizayon mulkavod. You heard somebody and you were quiet. You let the person get bashed. That's what happened to him. Okay, Rabbi, I get it. But what about the other person? The wicked guy, the moches. How come was he so lucky to have such a big and great funeral? Amarlo, I'm going to tell you the story. It was one time. This moches, he made a big party, big su'udah meal for the mayor. of the city. הכין אוכל, בשר, דגים, סלטים, הכל, הכין הרבה אוכל. Made a big meal. You're right. ולא בא שר העיר. And the mayor did not show up. So now, it's 6 o'clock, and the house is full with food. מה נעשה? מה נעשה? אומר השם, וחילקה לעניים. He took the entire meal, and he gave it to the aniyim, to the needs. People who don't have food. He gave food to the families, to the people that were aniyim. וזה היה שכרו. That's the reward that Hashem paid him. You took care of the aniyim, I'm going to pay you. The last day of his life, the last day here, the kavod that he got. The entire city came there. That kavod was for the kavod for what you did for the aniyim. We got the story? Yes or no? Yes. Now I want to start to Kohelet. אומר שלמה המלך, פסוק ב' הכל כאשר לכל. מקרה אחד לצדיק ולרשע, לטוב ולטהור ולטמא, ולזובח ולאשר איננו זובח, כטוב כחוטא הנשבע, כאשר שבועה ירא. Shlomo HaMelech says a little different that we just started. Omer Shlomo HaMelech, if we just heard a story that the Rasha got a nice funeral and the Tzaddik, oy vey, you got barely 10 people in his funeral. Shlomo HaMelech in our pasuk says a little different. He says you can see Mikra Echad, the same story, the same punish that the Rasha got, also the Tzaddik. The same story. Eze. Omer Rashi la Tzaddik. Who is the Tzaddik? Ma Omer Rashi? Huh? Noah. Omer Rashi Noah. And who is the Rasha? Paro Necho. Paro Necho and Noah. Omer Rashi. Next, you hear the Makatu, Shmo Makatu. We all know Noah, it says, Ish, Tzaddik, Tamim, Haya, B'dorotav. Noah was a great man. Noah was Tzaddik. And he is the only one that God saved him from the flood. And God told him to build a teva, which he did. And for a year, he was inside the teva, feeding the entire zoo. One day, he was a little late to the lion. And what happened? The lion came and bit him here by his hip, and Noah became a limp. Noah became limp. Was Noah tzaddik? Great man. Did he do chesed the entire year in the teva? Yes. They never slept. There were 24 hours just giving to all the animals. One time was a little late. Boom! He bit him here by his hip, and Noah became a limp. That story for the tzaddik. something else, a little different story, but happened to Rasha. Who is the Rasha Omer Rashi? Paro. I don't know if you guys know this story, but let me share this piece. Shlomo HaMelech, he married Bat Paro. Shlomo. You hear? Shlomo HaMelech married the daughter of Paro, the king of Mitzrayim. And you know how long was Shlomo lived? Not much. Shlomo HaMelech, the wisest man on earth, he died at the age of 52 years old. So his wife, Bat Paro, she became widow. So if she became a widow, where she's going to go now? Back to her father. Okay? But hold on, hon. You remember the Jewish king, right? This king has money. Go collect your ketubah. Oh, Dad, we're going to make it. We're going to do it. This king has a lot of money. Dad, you want to come see? Sure. He comes and he sees his chair. Wow. Kiseh shel Shlomo HaMelech. The chair of Shlomo Rabbi Yisai. That's the chair that it took Ahasuerus 3 years to try to copy. And it wasn't the same at all. Shlomo HaMelech, he pulled a chair in a way that if you don't know what you're doing, as you're going to put your foot on the first step, somehow the line there, boom. It's not, it's called lion. Not a real lion. But he pulled the chair in a way that nobody knew how. That's the only one he knew how to put it in a way that if you're not Shlomo, nobody can sit on that chair, ever. Nobody. And he was so excited. He brought this chair to Egypt, to Mitzrayim. Wow. He's so excited. He gets up on the chair the first step, Peitom. Hand of the line. Boom. Give him bang here by his hip. And he became a hip all his life. A limp all his life. And that's why his name is, he got a nickname. Paro Necho. The limp king. The limp Paro. The one who walks like this. Omer Shlomo HaMelech. Mikre echad latzadik velarasha. You see Tzaddik Noah, he's a limp. You see Rasha, Mr. Paro, come get a limp. Wait. So then, is it worth it to be Tzaddik? If at the end the Tzaddik and the Rasha, they get the same payment, is it worth it to be Tzaddik? Maybe not. Latov velatahor velatameh. Omer Rashi, mi ze tov? Moshe. Oh. Mi ze tov? Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu, when he was born, it says, Vatere oto kitov. Tahor, mi ze tahor? Aaron. Aaron HaKohen היה עסוק בטהרתן של עם ישראל. He sprinkled the blood. פרה אדומה, he was a Kohen. ולטמא, אלו מרגלים. So watch this. Moshe, Aharon, and Meraglim, they all died in the Midbar. All of them died in the Midbar. Moshe ve'Aaron, tzaddikim. Meraglim ayu reshaim. And at the end, they all died where? In the Midbar. Omer Shlomo HaMelech, maybe you can say, why should I be tzaddik? Omer no. Lama? Hakol kasher lakol. It looks like everybody gets the same punish. Maybe here. אבל למעלה, שמה באמת מקבלים את השכר האמיתי. And therefore, don't be fooled. and don't fool yourself. How come this guy and him, Habibi Ba'alam, it looks שהצדיק והרשע are the same punish. פה, לא כן לעולם הבא. הצדיק מקבל שכרו, where he gets his reward in עולם הבא. That's going to be small.
חנניה בן הקשה אומר, שיצא הקדוש ברוך הוא לזכות את אחד,